All right, my friends, welcome back to Central Valley Talk Live. It's 1:41 on your Wednesday, the 6th of April, 2022. I'm Austin Reed, coming to you from our Tower District studios inside the Mike Briggs building. We thank you for joining us. It is going to be a hot one today. Highs will be in the upper 80s. Even hotter tomorrow and Friday, but by the weekend, we should get back into the 80s. Connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Austin Reed on Air. Super excited for my next guest here. Actually, our last guest in the 1 o'clock hour. Give it up for Sherry from last name. I don't want to mess it up.
So it's Phené.
Phené.
Yes.
Is that
French?
It is French.
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yes.
Very cool. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you as well.
Backstory, we know each other.
Yes.
So good to see you again.
Yes.
I met you at a dinner with the Zachary Horton Foundation. And
Yes.
of course, Jim Horton is a good friend of Central Valley Talk. And we had a really great conversation about kind of what drug and alcohol counseling centers need
Yes.
from organizations like the Zachary Horton Foundation, breaking the stigma of addiction. Now, Sherry, you are a drug and alcohol counselor, is that right?
Yes.
So let's start with, before I ask you what is Aspire, give me your backstory. Where are you from?
So I'm from here.
Okay.
I graduated from Hoover.
Okay.
Did a little bit of traveling. Didn't really go to college right away. Finally got into college about 7 years ago. Decided to pursue drug and alcohol counseling. I've been a counselor for the last 5 years.
Well, when I saw you there, this was a couple months ago. I feel like it feels longer though. Is that weird?
December.
Yeah. Oh, it was in December.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gosh, and it's already April. Dang,
Right?
it was that long ago.
Yeah.
Wow. That's insane. But so the move to this counseling for you, why?
Well, to be honest, I have an older brother who's been suffering from mental health and addiction for most of his life.
Okay.
And I decided it was time to get in the fight and start doing what I can to help people. There's a lot of people in the community who have drug and alcohol issues, who have mental health issues that really they're not getting the help for. And, I kind of feel like it's my purpose in life to help these people,
Right.
To get people back on track. I wasn't able to help my brother, and if I could just help anybody, it would be worth everything that I do.
The one thing, when you were speaking at the event, I felt your energy and your passion
Yes.
and your love for this. So tell me a little bit about some of the biggest worries that you have here in 2022 in relation to mental health and drug and alcohol addiction.
Well, my biggest worry is that people are going to give up. That, with COVID and the pandemic and everything, suicides and overdoses are at an all-time high. And, a lot of people give up and they don't want to fight that fight, and I just want people to know that there's people out here who care, who want to help them get back on track, who are willing to put in the work with them to get them where they need to be in life.
Now, Jerome is your executive director.
Yes.
Great guy. Your team just seems really good over there at Aspire.
I'm actually the lead counselor over there.
You are? Okay.
And we've put together a really great team of awesome counselors that I get to work with on a daily basis.
Do you feel that the perception is starting to change about that stigma in the sense of, oh, well, if you're depressed or you've got this mental disorder, well, you're just weak, or, or, oh, you're a drug addict, you're an alcoholic, man, you're just whatever. Do you think that mindset is changing?
I think that for some people it is.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that are going to be stuck with the mentality, you chose to do this and this was your decision and that's where you're at now. But a lot of science has been showing us that, once you make that initial decision, it might have been recreational, it might have been experimental, but there's changes that happen in the brain that cause it to become a mental disease, and at that point, like, these people do need help, and more people are starting to understand that after a certain point, it's not a choice anymore. It's something they're compelled to do, and that they need help with support, getting into treatment, going to meetings, whatever it might be.
So the mentality of, classifying drug and alcohol addiction as a disease, does Aspire agree with that?
Well, absolutely. So there's what's called the DSM-5, which is the Diagnostic Statistics Manual of Mental Health Disorders. And substance use is considered a mental health disorder that has a legitimate diagnosis in that manual. And we do use that when we're dealing with clients to determine whether they have alcohol use disorder, stimulant use disorder, cocaine use disorder, and any of the other substances.
And one of the things that I know that you're big on is really diving into the mental health aspect with your clients. Is that right?
Yes. So we're a dual diagnosis, or what's known now as a co-occurring program. So we have a mental health side and we have a substance use side. And the way that we work is we usually have the clients go through our substance use side first so we can get them stabilized and off the substances, so that the mental health side, once we move them over there, can start addressing the mental health issues without there being symptoms mimicking mental health from the use of the substances.
Okay, somebody that's watching today or on our replay, they're struggling. What advice would you have for them?
I would tell them, keep struggling, but don't give up, because, not every day is going to be easy. There's going to be some days that are harder than others, and you have to remember that, everybody struggles in life. But as long as you don't give up and you remember that there's people out here who are trying to help you, as long as you remember that people care and that people are willing to not give up on you, then keep pushing forward, keep moving, keep doing the things that you need to do, and don't let go of that hope that one day you're going to get better.
We need to take that last 15 seconds and make that a commercial. That was great.
Thank you.
That was perfect.
Thank
Couldn't
you.
have said it better. I do want to ask you, what is your approach and your other counselors' approach with working with new and existing clients?
So with Aspire, we do things a little bit differently than, the typical type of drug program. We're really big about treating the person as a whole. We're not just treating the symptoms of their drug abuse. We do things like meditation, yoga, art. We go for nature walks, but we also do substance use education. We teach them about triggers and coping skills. We do a family therapy group so they can bring family members in and kind of have their support, learn how to better support them in their addiction. So we really try a very whole person approach, where we're looking at not just their drug and alcohol use, but what can we do to make their overall lives better so that they don't go back to using again.
What's next for you and Aspire?
I've been studying at Fresno State for the last 2 semesters.
Okay.
I finished my bachelor's degree in sociology in December, and I'm going to pursue a master's in social work so that I can continue helping clients, not just with their substance use, but also with their mental health. And it's going to expand my scope of practice so that I'm able to help more people than I'm currently helping right now.
That's so exciting. Lots to come.
Yes.
Lots to come for sure. All right, best way for somebody to reach out. They want more information.
So they can Google us. We usually pop up when you Google drug programs in Fresno, but we also have a website, aspirecounselingservice.com, that you can reach out. You can chat with any of our team and get yourself set up for an intake appointment. We also have a hotline number, 1-888-585-7373, that you can call and talk to any one of our members at our main location to get in for an intake, get scheduled, or get some resources. Maybe we don't take your insurance. We'll get you to somewhere that does, but we do take most major insurances. So we'll definitely help whoever needs help. Just reach out and let us know.
Very good. Real quick, I love your tattoos, by the way.
Oh,
I just had to say that.
Thank you.
You gotta show, I mean, yeah, look at that.
So I have quite a few really nice tattoos.
They're freaking, I say, on here I say that's bad A. They're bad A.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, most of my tattoos have meaning to me. So I have stay calm on my knuckles.
Nice, yep.
Because, sometimes you get a little, upset or
Yep.
emotional, or things happen, and it's hard to remember to stay calm in those moments. So that's a reminder. And one thing that I think is really important is, everything in life, no matter what you're going through, is a season. And it will pass with enough time.
Right.
And sometimes that's hard to remember. So I got it tattooed on my arm. It says, "This too shall pass."
Yeah.
And you just got to remind yourself, and sometimes it's not as big as a season. Sometimes it's just a storm.
Right.
And it might be raining and thundering and there might be lightning around you, but eventually that's going to clear and you're going to have sunny skies again. So keep, pushing forward to get through it.
Yeah, this too shall pass. I love that
Yes.
saying. So
Yes.
it's one of the best sayings. Started
Absolutely.
in the 30s.
Yeah.
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
Great to meet. I keep saying great to meet you, even though I know you. Great to see you again.
Great to see you as
meet
well.
you for the first time in person at our studio. So
Yes.
thank you, Sherry.
All right.
Come
thank
back
you.
anytime, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Good luck with school too.
Thank you.
That's a lot. So.
Thank you.
All right. I'm Austin Reed. This is Central Valley Talk. Coming up next, live and local. Herb Keener is standing by. What do you call your show? Keys to Living, right?
That's it.
That's right. Keys to Living. He'll join you from 2 to 3 p.m. live here at CentralValleyTalk.com. And then we'll be back. I think, I'll be back in the 3 o'clock hour if I don't melt away, because it's already getting hot in here. So thanks for joining us, everybody.